Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Raiken Profit, RaikenProfit.com. What's happening, everybody? Hopefully, you're having a spectacular start to your day. It's about 10:45 right now at the time of this recording. I'm from Connecticut, 29 years old. Quit my job about 3, 4 years ago. Was working at pizzerias, the Cracker Barrel, Toys R Us, gas stations, making minimum wage, just enough to get by, paying my bills, living at home. And since then, I've been able to quit my job. I've been making a full-time income as a compilation of a bunch of different platforms such as eBay and Amazon and Kindle and YouTube and websites and a whole bunch of different things. So really excited to come to you guys with another live show. In this show, we're going to be talking about specifically how to make money on Amazon FBA. And I'm actually going to be going through some of the items which I've sold in my Amazon FBA business recently. But I'm not going to just, share with you, trivial pursuit game, this is what I sold and that's it, and move on to the next. We're going to kind of talk about the item. We're going to look at the sales rank, a few different indicators of why I bought it, hopefully to be able to help you out. So super excited for the show. It's Sunday, so I'm not sure how many people are going to be here to attend it live. But in any event, let's take a look at who is in the house and shout some people out. What's going on, Johnson Mars? Good to see ya. Looks like we got about 10 people watching live, 13, 14. So be sure to smash that like button, show some love. Definitely appreciate that. If you like these videos, hitting that like button definitely helps out. So with that being said, let's dive into the show and let's share some of the items that I sold in my Amazon FBA business from thrift stores, garage sales, retail stores. And I believe even a couple items I picked up from a pawn shop and resold it on Amazon. Also, at the end of the show and during the stream, I'll be answering questions. So if you guys have any questions about sales rank, whether you should buy an item or not, any information, definitely leave a comment. So Michael's saying, I just woke up. Good to see ya. Eleni Picker is asking, are we live? Yes, we are live. We got Frank and Belinda Bell. What's going on? Good to see ya. I didn't know you were doing these on Sundays. This is awesome. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, just wanted to come live and help you guys out and have some fun. So, yeah, with that being said, let's dive into it. What's going on, Dalyan Winfield? Good to see ya. All right, let's dive into this, guys. So, I actually went to a Salvation Army about a month ago, and I saw two of these sitting on the shelf. This is a board game right here, and the board game is called Trivial Pursuit. And simply what I did was I took out my Amazon seller app and I just scanned this item. And this item actually sold for, I believe, $34. It looks like the price has gotten chopped down a little bit since then. But take a look at the rank real quick. Where is it? 79,000 rank in toys. That's a spectacular rank right there in toys. Now, this did take a couple of weeks to sell. I think primarily because there were a little bit of a price war going on. But take a look at this. 33 reviews down here, 4 stars. So that's excellent. Good amount of reviews. 79,000 in toys and games. And that's what you want to look for, the main category. I wouldn't worry about the secondary category because you're not going to see that on the app anyways. But popped on 2 of these. I ended up paying... What did I pay for these items? I believe I paid $2.99 each and sold them for over $30 each. So I ended up making about $20 each on these items. And I love board games. There's great money to be made in board games. So definitely be on the lookout for board games. Next item that I sold is actually some, I don't know if you want to call them diapers or underpants, whatever you want to call them. But this is the brand Good Nights, and I actually picked up a bunch of these a while ago. Picked them up a while ago and ended up getting like 20 or 30 of them. And I want to say I paid $1.99 each. And I don't have a ton of experience with these underpants and diapers, but if I see them at the thrift store, I'll scan them because you'll be surprised at how much some of these items will actually sell for. I mean, you see some down here, 27 count at $39.99, 44 count at $22.99. These are only $11.75, but I mean, you could still make money if you pick them up for $1. So a pretty cool, interesting item right there. Let's take a look at the rank. So it looks like these are under the health and personal care category. So if you are new to selling on Amazon and you're just coming onto the platform, there's a good chance you may be gated off in this category, which means you're going to have to get approved. Luckily, I was grandfathered in, but just know if you start dealing with, health and personal care or grocery or sexual wellness or luggage, shoes, those categories are gated off nowadays. But the simplest way to figure out if you're gated off and restricted is to just take out your Amazon seller app, scan the item, and see if it comes up restricted or not. But that was a pretty cool item right there. All right, let me X out of that. So here's a item that I sold on Amazon FBA recently, and I was lucky enough to find this at a Goodwill thrift store for, I want to say I paid $19.99. This was brand new in the box, which was rare. Typically, you'll find these items all beat up and destroyed, missing cables and cords and whatnot. But I actually found this brand new in the box at a thrift store for 20 bucks, Goodwill. And if you're not going to Goodwills, if you're not going to Salvation Armies and Savers, you're missing out big time because you'll be surprised at the items that you could find over there. But this item actually sold for 120, I think $120. So ended up netting about 70 or 80 bucks profit on this item. Now I do want to say, listen up close. If you are selling electronics, there's going to be returns. It's part of the game. It stinks. It's part of the game. And returns are typically higher when dealing with electronics over maybe board games or books or any other type of media item. So just know that. And there's a chance this might come back. It might. I hate to be, the bearer of bad news, but it's funny. I don't know. A lot of these electronics seem to get returned. So just be careful. I've actually been switching up my business model a little bit in terms of dealing with electronics and trying to focus on other items like toys, brand new in the box items, CDs, clothing, shoes. Still there's going to be returns with those items as well, but electronics seem to be the highest. If you go in here, you're going to see new and used. Click on used, right? And then hit where you see Prime. If you hit that button, it's going to show you all the FBA sellers. So used, as you can see, they're coming in at 28. If you go to, let's unclick that. Let's click new, Prime. It looks like there's nobody selling this item brand new FBA. So that's probably why mine sold pretty quick. So definitely a cool item right there and made some good money. That's a iHome clock radio. So that was a pretty cool item right there. Those things sell really quick. All right, this next item that I sold was actually an item that I picked up from Walmart. It was a clearance item. Now, this is a pretty big doll. This is my life as a dance instructor doll. This is 18 inches, so this is considered oversized on Amazon. And one thing to realize with oversized items is it's going to cost you a little more to ship in. And a lot of times when you're shipping in oversized items on Amazon FBA, they're going to actually split them up. And what I mean by split them up is they're going to split up your shipment. So if you're typically sending everything to like Pennsylvania, which is a location that I ship to often, there's a good chance they're going to split that off from your typical items and send it somewhere else. So just be aware of that. I'm going to take a drink real quick, and I'm going to let you take a look at these analytics real quick. So it's very important. Let me make sure that the sound is on. It's very important when you're scanning an item to look for a few different things, right? Number one thing is you want to make sure there's money to be made. So obviously you're going to go in and you're going to check to see what these things are selling for. Now these were starting off at about 39 bucks, sold that for 39, and I paid 5. So there was money to be made. But you want to take a look at the sales rank real quick. And the sales rank is 97,000 in toys. And that's really good. That's really good when it comes to toys because toys is a big category. So take a look at the rank. That's very important. Also, you want to look at the customer reviews. Now, there was only one customer review, so it was a little iffy. I wouldn't go in and buy a whole bunch of these, but with the rank being so low, I knew there was some good sales velocity on this item. I decided to pick it up, and only being $5 and selling for 40, there was a good profit margin, 400% ROI on this item. So I popped on it, and it sold, and only took about a couple of weeks to sell. So that was pretty cool right there. Dolls, yeah, toys, a very good item to sell. Let's jump into the comment section, answer some questions real quick. Let's see. Good morning, Josh Fisher. Good to see you. What's the typical margin someone should look for? I sold over 500, but I'm only getting back 150. I'm not sure what that question pertains to. Sorry, Johnson. Hey, I appreciate that, Illini picker. Yes, Scorpio Cat, you're in the house. Glad to have you here. Those board games, I was selling them as new, those Trivial Pursuit games. The screen is just black. I would probably refresh your screen. All right, cool. So let's get back into this. Here's an item that actually sold for 22 items. These are some Crocs. These are kids' Lightning McQueen clog shoes. And these are tiny little things. I picked these up for, I want to say I paid $6 or $7. These things were clearanced off at Marshall's. So I was doing a little retail arbitrage, and these things sold for like $22 or $23. And shoes do well. Shoes do very well, but just like electronics, you're gonna get returns from time to time. Another thing, make sure you properly send these things off. Now the Crocs, they don't come with a box, so you don't have to worry about it. But for most shoes, you want to make sure that it comes with the box. Typically, what I'll do is I'll stretch wrap it, or as in this example, I'll polybag it and seal it up and then throw the FN SKU, which is the barcode on the back. But this is a cool little item, 120 reviews. So that's some really good reviews right there. Let's take a look at the rank. So this is a 43,000 rank in shoes, which is respectable. It's not, super low, but anything under 50,000 in shoes is pretty respectable and will sell fairly quick. So 120 reviews, 43,000 rank in shoes, which is pretty good. And let's see what these things are selling for right now. So I don't even know if there's anybody selling these items because I can't find the. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like it's between 14 and 35. So anyways, yeah, shoes definitely sell. Here's an item that I picked up at a garage sale. The book is called Honey. This is a recipe cookbook right here. And I know a lot of people shy away from selling books and cookbooks, but I tell you right now, there's really, really good money to be made with cookbooks. I actually picked this up for, I believe, $1. So I paid $1 and sold this for $24.99. Now, taking a look at the prices now, it looks like they're starting at $59.88. So I'm not sure what happened here, why it sold for so little, but it's amazing. Some of these books can go for some really, really good money. Now 7 reviews, not a ton of reviews, but decent. Taking a look at the bestseller rank, looks like the rank is at 617,000 in books. And you might think to yourself, wow, that's really, really high because Steve said, 100,000 and below for toys is good. You have to realize rank is going to be different for each category. So, you might have a video game that's a 3,000 rank, which is, decent when, a 3,000 rank in toys is absolutely amazing. Same with books, anything under 1 million, I typically pop on. Once you start getting over 1 million rank in books, starts becoming a little more long tail in a sense, and you want to make sure your margins are there. The reviews are good, and you'll be willing to wait it out. So that's definitely important. Let you take a look at this book, take a look at the analytics. Excuse me. All right. So that was a pretty cool item right there. Here's another book that I popped on. I popped on both of these books from a garage sale. So again, I think I got, how many books was it? I probably popped on like 25, maybe more, like 35 books from this one garage sale. It was a Saturday morning, and I rolled up. I think I was one of the first people there, and she had a ton of books. And I scanned them, and I was like, bada bing, bada boom. The profits are coming soon. I'm talking $15 book, $20 book, $30 book, $14 book, $18 book, and they were all $1. And I even negotiated at the end for all the books. So I think I got them for like 70 or 80 cents each. when all is said and done. But this is the Hell's Kitchen cookbook, and this was actually brand new. This was a hardcover book, brand new. I believe I sold this for 18 or 19 bucks right here. Take a look at the rank. 16,000 rank in books. Spectacular. That is an amazing rank in books. If you find a book that's ranked less than 100,000, that's really, really good. 16,000. I mean, I sent it in and boom, gone. All right. What else did I sell? So here's a Hohner beginner harmonica. Yeah. So I sold a harmonica. I actually sold this for 15. This price is getting destroyed. This price was at like 20 bucks plus a while ago, and new sellers have been coming in and just slaughtering this price. I mean, it amazes me at times why certain sellers do what they do, because there's no need to go in and just undercut somebody by 70%. But you want to know what? It doesn't affect me because you're going to sell out. If you have a good product that has a good rank and decent reviews, let somebody undercut you 50%. It's no big deal, because you want to know what's going to happen. They're going to sell out and the price is going to come back up. Now, the trouble is when somebody comes in and undercuts you by 50%, and they've got like 500 quantity, that's when there's trouble, because it's going to take a while to wait it out. So as you know, having your money sit around is just, not a good use of your money, and you're going to deal with cash flow issues. But sold this for like 14 bucks, I believe. I ended up popping on a whole bunch of these Hohner items from a pawn shop, believe it or not. I went into a local pawn shop that is down the street from my house, and I usually go in there looking for like calculators, electronics, video games, DVDs, sometimes bicycles, stuff like that, blenders, household items, random stuff like that. And found a whole big box of Hohner harmonicas and what are those things called? Cymbals, I believe. All these different toys and Hohner items. It was unbelievable. And I went up to the guy and I was like, "Hey man, what's the best you would take for this box?" And he goes, "What about 50?" And I'm like, these things aren't really ranked that well, and the profit margins aren't really there. He knows I'm a reseller, so we were just chit chatting, and ended up getting it for like 30 bucks out the door. So it was pretty cool right there. So got a whole big box of these things, probably about 40 items, not all the same item, but a whole variety of items. So that was pretty cool right there. Next item I sold in my Amazon FBA business is this Lego Bionicle item. Popped on this for, I want to say, 8 bucks. I got 3 of these, all different versions, from a Goodwill. And I tell you right now, Goodwill, they get a lot of clearance items from Target. So a lot of times you'll find items that are priced like traditionally, like retail, like 30 bucks, for like 5 bucks, 6 bucks, 8 bucks at Goodwill. You got to go the right days. I believe in my area, Wednesdays, when all the Target stuff comes in. But you just got to get acquainted with your thrift stores. But Lego Bionicle, 21 reviews, excellent, $28.50, good sell price. Let's take a look at some of the ranks. So this is ranked 5,400 in home and kitchen. Why is this in home and kitchen? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know why, if that's a glitch or something. This should be in the toys category, but 5,000 rank in home and kitchen. Looks like it's 419 in toys and games. So this thing's ranked great. Quick seller. Anything Lego, really, really good seller on Amazon. Now I do want to say, as of late, Amazon's been going through and restricting a lot of items. So make sure to scan these items first. Just pull out your Amazon seller app, scan them, and see if it says you're restricted or not. So we got 36 people watching right now. I want to say thank you for everybody coming on in and hanging out for a little bit. Be sure to smash that like button. Looks like we got 39 people watching, but only 13 likes. So be sure to hit that like button. Definitely helps to get these videos out, and definitely, motivates me to keep making videos. Also, be sure to go in the description real quick. I got a free book right here, 100 amazing items to, 100 amazing items to resell. Be sure to download that book. And also, we've got a virtual summit, which is going to be going down soon as well. Be sure to sign up for that information. What's going on, Picking for Profit? Good to see you, buddy. So Seether1742 says, just put my first item on eBay. Every time someone bids on it, cha-ching sound comes from my phone, and it excites me every time. Yeah, so that's cool. You might want to go into your notifications on your phone and eBay and change that so only the cha-ching comes if you sell something, or change the sound because I don't want you to get your hopes up. What's going on, OZ Worldwide? Diana, what's happening? What's up? Polishek, a fellow UK in the house. What's going on? Diana says, I generally avoid used recipe books. I'll tell you, there was something about these recipe books that I popped on at the garage sale. They just looked crisp. They looked clean. You guys ever have that where, there's an item you typically pass on, but there's something that just catches your eye? That's the case. That was the same case with these items at this garage sale. It just caught my eye. I don't know what it was. And I started scanning them and it was like, boom, 15, boom, 18. And once you start to get that feeling of like, wait, something's going on here, you just scan them all. And I scanned them all. And it was funny because I was actually at this garage sale scanning them all, and I had a whole stack of like 25 cookbooks. And this girl comes walking by, and she starts going through my pile. And I'm like, hey, those are my books. And she goes, all of these are your books? And she's like, I really wanted a cookbook. And she's like looking at them. And it was like a really awkward situation where like she's looking at me and I'm looking at her and I'm like staring at my big like thing of profits. And she's like trying to she like wants one. She's like, I wanted that cookbook. And I'm like, oh, what do I say in this situation? Like that's worth like 18 bucks, just a weird situation. But anyways, let me know what you would have done in that situation. I wasn't a jerk about it, but I wasn't like, oh, sure, have it. Because I'm like, you know, this is going to sound messed up, but when I'm at a garage sale, like I'm not there to make friends. Like I'm friendly and I'm talkative and I'll chit chat and say hello, but like I've got a whole stack of profits. Like that's how I make my living, right? If it, I don't know. I don't know. It was an awkward situation, but anyways, let's keep moving on. These are good items to sell right here. These are carbon monoxide alarms. Now it's gonna vary. There's ones that go for like 8, 9, 10 bucks that you're not gonna want to waste your time with. Also, some are gonna come up as hazmat for some reason, which means they're not gonna let you send them in because they're I don't know, maybe because the batteries or there's an issue with could overheat or explode or there's some type of issue that could occur. So they call it hazmat. Um, But this item sold for 30 bucks, 29 and change, 29.98. Carbon monoxide alarm system, and just scanned it. Had a great rank. Look at the reviews, 1,632 reviews. And you might be thinking, Steve, what does the reviews matter? Well, first of all, reviews are important because one, having a lot of reviews is social proof, which means people like the product, and when you have good products, they tend to sell more. Also, when you have really good reviews and a lot of reviews, the chances of you getting return are lowered significantly. Because think about it: say you buy an item that has 100 reviews and it's like a 1-star review average. There's a good chance that item is going to get returned, which means it's going to go back in your inventory, may get shipped back to you. You don't make the money, you lose out on your cost of goods, your investment. The ROI is so you want to invest in good products. But yeah, this was a great item right here. Be on the lookout for carbon monoxide alarms. Let's see if we could see what the reviews are. Excuse me, the rank. Wow, 55 in home improvement. Now, I'm not super knowledgeable in the home improvement category, so I can't advise you like what are the best ranks. But I'd say from my experience, anything under 100,000 seems to be decent. I would more or less look at the quantity of reviews and the quality of the reviews as well in terms of making my decision. If it's got a good amount of reviews, it's got a good star rating, anything over 4 stars, over 20, 30 reviews, I'd pop on it if the margins are there. All right, now this was an item I popped on from Walmart. Popped on this from the clearance section. And it actually wasn't in the clearance section. One thing you need to realize about Walmart is they typically have a designated clearance section, but if you go down all the different aisles and sections, a lot of times they'll have little subsection clearance sections as well, where they just like mark off a whole like section for one reason or another. That was the case with this item. This is an RCA digital amplifier for indoor antenna. What does that mean? I'm not really sure, but I popped on it. There was a whole section marked down to $3. I think these things were retailing for like, I want to say 20 something or 18 bucks. I sold a bunch of these for $17 and change. It looks like the price came down, which is normal with any, retail arbitrage item, because typically if Walmart, Connecticut, knocks it down, there's a good chance they may be a slow seller in another state, and the price may be knocked down over there, which means more quantity out there, more resellers, price wars, repricer wars, all that good stuff. So a lot of times, if you're the first one to get it in, you could get the best price. Other times you'll have to wait for it. But that was a cool item. 507 reviews. So therefore, I was willing to invest in this item since it had a lot of reviews, but it didn't have like great stars. I mean, look at this, 3.2 stars. And to be honest with you, I think I already got one of them returned, which kind of sucks. But again, this is why you want to invest in good products. I don't know why it's 3.2 stars. Maybe the quality is subpar, or maybe there's an issue with compatibility. But just be aware, you know, you can have the best margins in the world, but once you start getting to that 3-star rating, you're asking for trouble. So just be careful. Here's an item I popped on from a pawn shop a couple months back, and I love buying and stuff from pawn shops. If you want to learn about pawn shops, check out my description. I actually have a whole book that I wrote about how to make money from pawn shops. So, I mean, that's a very thorough guide from how to get started, what to buy, where to go, how to negotiate, how to build relationships, you know, all the ins and outs. But check that out. It's in the description under products. But this is an item I popped on from a pawn shop for, I want to say I paid, I'm sorry guys, it's hard to remember what I paid, but I want to say I paid $5. Got, I think I picked up like 2 or 3 of these. Right now they're selling for, let's take a look, go under used, prime, $12.91. I sold mine for $15, so I ended up making like $5 or $6 profit. Not huge, but still, you know, $5 turn into a $5 profit. That's 100% ROI on that item right there. With video games, make sure to price according to condition. You know, if you have the box and it's complete and it's in good shape, like for example, if mine was just a cartridge, box complete, I'm going to tell you what I would price it at, and it was in great condition. I would price it at, because these have no boxes. Let's keep going down. Look, these all are just cartridge only. So I'm not going to go through, but I probably would price it like 25 or 30 bucks, and you can get it because there's certain collectors who don't just want the cartridge. And what do I mean by the cartridge? Here, let me go back real quick. This is the cartridge, right? A lot of times you could sell these. A lot of times people sell these items just with the cartridge only, just the game only. But you can get a lot more money if it comes with like the box, if it comes with the manual, the graphic art, all that stuff. So sold mine for 15. Again, I think it was in acceptable or good condition. But if I had more, if it was complete, it would have gone for a lot more. Let's see what's going on in the comment section real quick. All right. Just going through some of the comments. Appreciate it, OZ Worldwide saying smash that like button. Found a Judy Garland CD that sells for 60. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how much some of these items sell for. Electric Freebooter says I have done really well with cookbooks in the past. Johnson Mars is asking, has anyone ever been to a Goodwill outlet? Yeah, the Goodwill outlets are killers. I think what you mean by the Goodwill outlets are the weigh and pays. So there's certain Goodwills that are out there where you'll pay based on the weight. So there'll be these big carts that come flying out, and there'll be people that surround it and they're diving and digging through it all. There's a lot of competition there, but there's so many profitable items. I typically don't go to the Goodwill weigh and pays, the outlets, because it's about an hour away from my house, and I've got plenty of inventory in my area. But you can definitely kill it at those locations. Johnson saying $1.39 a pound. That's cool. All right. So someone's saying being polite is the best. I definitely agree. No need to be beep. I agree. All right, cool. Let's go into a couple more items that I sold. So I actually popped on this this item when I was at a where was I? I was in Massachusetts. I was with Thrift School. I was with Katie Kachi. I was with my buddy Tim Fisk. We had a Massachusetts meetup, and if you want to watch that video, go to Raiken Profit Massachusetts meetup, and you'll see the video of me popping on this item. Popped on this item for 15, and the funny thing is, my buddy Tim, he actually, I believe he's the one who found these, and he passed on them. He's like, I'm not going to buy it. Like, the rank was a little higher at the time, and he's like, I don't think it's worth it. I want to say they were like 15 or 20 bucks each, and they were selling for like the same price, 50 something bucks. And I ended up popping on them both, and I said, I'm going to wait it out. And it looks like it's sold. It sold for 50 something bucks. Let's go down to the rank and see what's going on. 420,000 in toys, so it's respectable. It's not amazing, but it's respectable. 12 reviews, 3.3 stars. It's an electronic item. A little iffy, gets me a little worried, but we'll see if this item sticks and doesn't get returned, hopefully. And this last item I want to share with you was a really cool item. I popped on. This is an item that sold in the what category is this again? It's the I always get confused. The health and personal care category, again, you're going to want to make sure that you're approved to sell these items. But this is an airborne dual action item. And I want to share this with you because I love these things. I usually take one every morning. It's full of magnesium, zinc, vitamin C, a lot of antioxidants and little beta immune boosters to kind of help you. Zinc, selenium, all that good stuff to kind of help you to keep your immune system strong and whatnot. But ended up popping on a couple of these, and these things sold pretty quick. Now, make sure if you're dealing with any type of health and personal care item, you want to make sure that it's 100% new. That's obvious, but also you want to make sure that the expiration date is far out, a couple months out at least, because you're going to have to put in that expiration date. And yeah, if it's expired, you're going to get in trouble. So make sure of that. But yeah, those are some of the items I sold. I popped on these for $250 each, selling them for about 13 bucks each, so making about $4 or $5, 200% return on investment. So pretty cool. So I just want to share with you some of the items that I sold to help you out and to teach you how to make money on Amazon FBA from thrift stores, garage sales, retail stores, estate sales, even though there wasn't any items from estate sales here, and pawn shops. I mean, the money is out there. I mean, ask the people in the comment section now, or check the comment section if you're watching the replay. There's hundreds of people making it happen, right? And the opportunities are out there. It's up to you to go out, go to the thrift store, go to the garage sales, right? Go to the pawn shops and go scan items, go analyze items, go look, because it's out there. But the key is you got to go. You got to take action. You got to scan. You got to start picking. You got to start learning. And that's the key right there. So I'm going to jump into the comment section, start answering some questions real quick. Again, guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button below. Smash that like button. Let me know what you thought of this video and some of the items that I sold in my Amazon FBA business recently. All right. Let's see what's going on. So if anybody has some questions, feel free to ask away. I'm here to help you out as much as I possibly can. So let me know if you have Amazon FBA questions, eBay questions. So it looks like there's some people, or one person, Southern Eastern Doors, a little upset about these videos. So I'll tell you right now, start up a YouTube channel of your own. A lot of people, they like to say, switch up your videos, do it different. And I take that in as respectful. Like, I don't get upset because, I want to make fresh content. I want to make videos that help as many people as possible. But, a lot of people, they'll criticize your YouTube channel, or they say, do this, do that, but they don't have a YouTube channel. It's tough. It's tough constantly making fresh content all the time and always switching it up. And, a lot of people, they want you to reveal everything and give you, the whole enchilada, the whole 9 yards, dive into everything. And, I give a lot. I give a ton. I give a lot of my time. I try to help out as much as possible. And, I can only give what I know. I can't, I'm not, making millions of dollars. I'm definitely an intermediate advanced seller, but I try to help people with as best as I can. So hopefully this video is helping out somebody and making a difference. If you look at my analytics, there's tons of likes, tons of engagement. So one tip I'd like to give people out there is, if you're starting a YouTube channel, you can't make everybody happy. You can't make every single person happy. And the easiest way to have a failing YouTube channel and to not grow and to not put out consistent content is to try to make everybody happy. It's impossible. It's really impossible. And I try to help the newbies out the most. And I try to make, basic to intermediate content, is because those are the people who need the most help, right? I remember when I was brand new, I wish I had videos sharing what items were selling on Amazon. I would have loved it. I would have absolutely loved it. And there's a lot of value in here. There's a ton of value. People don't realize it. There's millions of people who work 9 to 5 all day. They bring in 70, 80 bucks most. These videos can help you to making an extra 50, 100 bucks a day. That's valuable. And there's a lot of people who they'll come into these videos and they're advanced and they're like, Steve, give me all your content. Give me everything. I mean, it's tough being a content creator. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm doing the best I possibly can. So I definitely appreciate everybody, and I'll try to keep things fresh, Southern Eastern outdoors, but it's a challenge at times to make fresh content all the time. And people like Southern Eastern outdoors has got a little grudge because you make money from these videos and you're trying to get people in the green room. Of course, I make these videos for a few different reasons. I'm gonna tell you right now. Number one, I love helping people. I enjoy it. I enjoy interacting with people. I like helping people. Number two, I love networking. This is why I suggest people start a YouTube channel, because if you want to make more money, you got to learn more. And I can't tell you how much money I've made from building relationships, from people in the comment section, from people in the green room, from other YouTubers, thought leaders, influencers. So that's the second reason. Networking is huge, because when you network with somebody, you get a lot of secret information. You get information. Like, for example, if you were to network with me behind the scenes and we actually built a relationship, you'd get a lot more information, from these videos. It's like building a relationship with anybody in the world. The more you get to know them on a personal level, the more information they give to you. So that's the second reason. Number three, I make money. Of course I make money. I make money from the ads. I make money from funneling people into the green room. Of course, I want to target, when I make videos, I try to think about how can I target the biggest audience as possible, but how can I add value? So of course I want to make videos that get a ton of views, that make me money on YouTube, that funnel people into the green room, because that's part of my business as well. And you guys should be able to understand that, being hustlers and entrepreneurs on eBay and Amazon. Of course I want to make money. Why would I not make these videos to make money? But if you can kill 5 birds with one stone, building up your own business, helping people, making a difference, making money, why wouldn't you do that? I mean, you guys are getting these videos 100% free to you, 100% free. Do you understand how much of an amazing era that we live in right now? You're able to connect on the internet and learn what to buy, what to sell, how to create systems, how to do everything. I mean, be grateful for this information. Another thing I want to say is, if you don't like the information, or if you're not connecting with a certain YouTuber, if you're not connecting with with a specific piece of content, just don't watch the videos anymore. There's so many YouTubers out there. Like, for example, I don't watch a ton of beginner videos. Like, if somebody was making videos like me talking about beginner stuff and intermediate stuff, or for example, if somebody was talking about how to create wholesale relationships, I'm probably not going to watch that right now because I'm not focused on it. So, be sure to watch videos that are going to help you, right? If you're a beginner, watch beginner videos. If you're an expert, why would you watch beginner videos? There's a million YouTubers out there. And if you guys want some recommendations, like if you want to learn about private label, right? Go check out Scott Volkner's podcast, right? The Amazing Seller. Go check out Andy Slamans, right? If you want to learn about wholesale and you're in the green room, hit up Jason Clark. If you want to learn about liquidation, hit up Resell Rabbit. He's got an amazing YouTube channel. So, it just baffles me at times when people, I don't know. It's a challenge being a YouTube creator. So, I enjoy it though. So hopefully that sheds some light on that. Sorry to go into such a long-winded response, but there was a lot of comments coming in about that. Let's see. So if you guys have any more questions about eBay or Amazon or YouTube, let me know. Just going to refresh this to see what we have for comments coming on in. Diana says, I'm up for international networking for resellers. Yeah, there's a lot of international resellers coming into the scene lately. I've been noticing it. I don't know if you guys have as well. So if you're international, I was watching a video recently talking about booksellers in the UK. So if you're in the UK, I think there's definitely a really good opportunity there. So, um, man, for international sellers, I think there's an opportunity because I don't think you're going to deal with as much competition as in the States. So somebody asked between clothes, books, housewares, which is the most profitable? For me on Amazon FBA, my bread and butter is books. I love books. The margins are amazing, and they're so easily. What am I trying to say? It's easy to scale the book business because you could get so many and scan so many with the Amazon Seller app, and they're so easy to send in, and they're fast sellers. So I'd say for me is books on Amazon FBA. With eBay, it's probably going to be clothing. So, but I love books. Books are my favorite. Books and clothing. Now, is it going to make you the most money? I wouldn't necessarily say it would, but I'm not on eBay and Amazon to become a millionaire, right? I'm on eBay and Amazon to help supplement my income. I don't do it 100% full time. I make a lot of YouTube videos. I do run the green room. I do some local selling as well in a few other businesses that I run. So it helps to supplement my income, and that's the cool thing about eBay and Amazon. You can do it 5 hours a week. You can do it 20 hours a week. You can do it 80 hours a week. I know some hustlers and that's all they do. They neglect their health, they neglect their family. They don't do anything. They just resell 100%. And that's fine if that's what you want to do and slaughter your business that way and make a killing. But you could also do it 5 or 10 hours a week or supplement your full-time income. Dwayne Martin, Raiken is very inspiring to me. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. I'm just an average guy, just sharing my journey. There's no difference between you and I, just making it happen. The time we live in for instant information, internet e-commerce, we should support each other. There is enough for everybody. Yeah, I'd say if you're following somebody and they're adding value and they're making a difference, and what they're putting out is free, I don't think there's anything to complain about. Now, again, we live in America, or if you don't, either way, you have the choice to watch and listen and learn content that you please. If you don't like something, don't watch it. If you do, watch it. Sometimes I go in and out of cycles from different YouTubers that I watch just based on my goals and whatnot. Isn't Google and YouTube and firsthand experience a green room? What is the difference if not? I'm not sure what that question means. If you don't mind elaborate, if you elaborate on that a little more, I can answer that question. We cannot do this in 1985. Raiken, have you thought of creating a Udemy class? I haven't. I've got my hands full right now. I know some content creators are doing pretty well selling courses over there, um, but maybe in the future. What can I learn in the green room that I can't from Google, YouTube, Facebook, and firsthand experience? It's a good question right there. The green room's a little more, what's the word, organized. So we have a website over there with all our private shows. We have a lot of resources and ebooks. So it's just a more consolidated place to learn. One of the biggest problems that I've dealt with on Facebook and YouTube and Google is information's coming from all different directions, right? Let's be real. I mean, if you want to learn how to freaking be a heart surgeon, you could probably do it on the internet. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing it, but all information's out there. So I think what Southeastern Outdoors is asking, like, why would I join the green room versus just learning it all on what am I trying to say? YouTube, Google, Facebook. The thing is, time is money. Time is money, and we've created a place where we could shorten your learning curve. So we have all the information in one place. We've created a community. We've gotten ebooks. We've got private shows. We help support our members. We help answer their questions. So it's just a place to really be able to shorten your learning curve and have all the information in one location. Now, we do a whole bunch of fun things over there. We have a yearly event. It's a community, right? It's a community. So it's kind of like, why wouldn't you just watch a baseball game on TV versus going to the game? It's different. It's different when you go and you build a relationship with people in real life, or you have a community there. It's like, why do people, like, for example, I went to a Tony Robbins event and I spent, with hotel and everything, it was like $1,500. I could have learned everything by taking the $30 personal power program, but it's different when you get together with like-minded people, when you're there in the flesh. It's a different energy. So, there's no right answer. If you want to learn on your own and Facebook and YouTube and Google, that's fine. So There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. It's what works best for you. What's going on, Rockstar Flipper, man? I was just watching your video earlier today with your showing off your car. So that was a lot of fun, man. That was a good video. Be sure to subscribe to Rockstar Flipper. He's been killing it. Outdoor Wranglers, thanks, Steve. You and Casey are very helpful. I should be sending in my first shipment this week to FBA. Awesome. You see, this is why I make these videos. Southeastern Outdoors. I think you're coming around, man. You're starting to get where I'm coming from. And I respect your opinion, but I make these videos because look at people like Outdoor Wranglers. Thanks, Steve. You and Casey are very helpful. I should be sending in my first shipment this week to FBA. You guys got to realize there's people out there who are struggling. Now, I'm not saying Outdoor Wranglers are struggling. I don't know who they are personally, but there's people out there who they want to start an Amazon FBA business. They want to start an eBay business, but they don't even know how to get started. They don't know what the Amazon seller app is. They don't even know what rank is. They don't understand why are customer reviews important. And those are the people that I want to help. Those are the people that I feel like I connect with best and help the best. And I don't know. I feel like it's my strong point. I feel like one of my strong points is helping out the beginners and the intermediates. Probably because, just based on my business, that's who I could help the most. I'm not making millions of dollars. If I was making 50, 60,000 a month, then I would probably target the more advanced people. There's a lot more money to be made. You could sell courses, but it's not all about the money for me. I enjoy helping people, and I'm excited to know when Outdoor Wrangler sends out his first shipment, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, Outdoor Wrangler, when your items start selling and you get those notifications. It's a blast, it's a blast. And I still remember clocking in and clocking out from my old jobs and, waking up on a Sunday and sitting in the parking lot in my apron, miserable, and having to go in and work a crappy, crummy job. And those are the people I want to help. I want to help the person who doesn't want to clock in anymore, who wants to create their own life, design their own life, or maybe supplement their own income. So that's who I'm trying to help. And, if you start a YouTube channel up of your own, you've got to target, you got to figure out who do you want to help? Who do you want to make a difference in? So, Southern Eastern Outdoors, man, or woman. Let me know when you start your YouTube channel up. Let me know. Everybody right now, go to Southeastern Outdoors and subscribe to them. Subscribe to that channel. Let's see if they've got. I'm gonna see if they've got some videos real quick. So, because if they got some videos, we'll do a little subscription. So I don't think they might have some videos. Possibly, I'm not sure. But subscribe to Southeastern Outdoors because they're gonna start making some videos. They're gonna start making some videos, and we're gonna get some new fresh content coming on in. Have you ever done bundles? I will keep you guys updated. I have done bundles before. I like bundles. They help to differentiate you from the competition. Also, there'll be a lot less in terms of price wars bundles because there'll be a lot less people selling it. So I've done bundles before. Just, if there's a listing already, typically what I'll do is, like, for example, I have a bundle that I sell a Wii Fit board with the game. What I'll do is I'll put the game on top of the board. I'll stretch wrap it and just bundle it up together. What you need to do is you need to stretch wrap it. You need to connect the two together, and then just slap on the barcode, the FN SKU, onto the outside, and it's one unit. So bundles are great. Definitely can make some really good money with bundles. Rockstar Flipper saying, thanks, Matt. What Steve said, agreed, 1000%, heading to lunch, but I had to stop in to say hello. Keep up the great live session, Steve. I love them. Thank you. I appreciate it. So with that being said, guys, this video kind of went a little crazy. The last half must be a Sunday, right? Sunday. I got to start off fresh, get things off my mind. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. What's up, Gersten? Good to see you. Hopefully this video helped you to learn about some of the items that you can buy and sell on Amazon. Give you an eagle's eye into how I make money with thrift stores, garage sales, pawn shops, all that stuff, and the types of items that I'm picking up. And, that's half the battle, is realizing that certain items you can buy and sell and make money with. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. And yeah, until next time, I will talk to you and have a good day. See you later. Bye.